The afterlife. Does it exist? This is a common question asked amongst most, but why is it so secret? Welcome to Secrets Within, a show about all things paranormal straight from the investigator's mouth. No fluffy scripting here, just raw paranormal talk about ghosts, Bigfoot, black-eyed children, equipment, and more. Host Reeni Rodriguez is no stranger to the paranormal and has been fascinated for years. One of her longtime passions is being a medium and further developing her skills. She's also a certified Reiki master and paranormal investigator. Now, here is your host of Secrets Within, Reeni Rodriguez.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Secrets Within. We actually have a really cool show tonight. Ashley should be jumping on here soon, but they are going to be live from the Monroe House. Sorry about that. So anyways, what I'm going to do is we're going to do like 45 minutes of a live, and then we're going to stop that, and we will talk about the Monroe House, and then that way you don't see me, you don't hear me, but I'll still be able to see your chats. And then after that, we will talk about the Monroe House. I will see your comments. I'm not going to avoid them. We just won't get to them right as you ask them. Also, we will talk with Cross Country Paranormal. They'll be on again. Ashley is a part of Cross Country Paranormal, so she's going to actually help answer some questions. I'm not sure if Ben or Garrett, I'm not sure which one will jump on. Like I said, I know that they're doing a live at the Monroe House. So right now we're just kind of waiting on them. There they are.
Whoa.
There's Garrett.
Hey,
so,
how's it going?
He is Cross Country Paranormal.
Yes.
So just like I said, I was going to go ahead, let you do your thing, cut you off at 8:45. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Because we're live right now. And then I'll cut you off. I will talk about the Monroe House because that's where you guys are at tonight.
Yes.
And then you guys will jump on and we'll have a discussion.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds
all
good
right.
to me.
So I will let you take it over and I will be in the background. So everybody Garrett's live at the Monroe House.
All right, everybody, how's it going? We are at the Monroe House. I'll tell you, we've been here for about an hour and a half, and it is already I've been telling everybody it's palpable here. I mean, you can feel it in the air. It's really something. We've done quite a bit of walking around. We're already getting hits. Equipment's going off. A variety of things, and guys, the sun hasn't even gone down yet, so it's been pretty crazy so far. We've got a team downstairs. We've got a team upstairs. We've got, of course, Ben is with us. Our investigator Ashley's upstairs. And we have Restless Spirits Paranormal, another paranormal team that we are partnered with. They're downstairs. Actually, Jim is right here. And then I've got Ian with me here as well. Everybody say hi.
Hi, guys. How you doing, guys?
And we are going to do this live stream. All right. So I can't see anything, so sorry guys, still figuring this out. Wonder if I can turn this around at all. Let's see, because nobody wants to look at me the whole time. That's for true. Okay, well,
not flipping.
No, I don't know. Settings. Let's see, camera. Here we go. Ta-da! Okay. Welcome to the Monroe House, everybody. All right. I didn't hear where Ben said we were going to go.
I think we're on this floor.
No, we're going in the basement.
Are we? Okay.
Yeah, because Jim is in here. Okay. So, guys, this is a true blue paranormal investigation here. We've got our equipment set up. We came here, set it up fairly early. We've got devices all over the place. Now we are actually the Monroe House is a 3-story building, and we're actually going to go in the basement, which is one of the hot spots here. We've even got devices here on the stairs. In fact, that is probably going to go off as we walk down the stairs, so you'll probably hear that. There it is.
Well, actually, you're gonna want that off, right?
That?
No, the light.
Oh yeah. So that device on the stairs that catches vibrations.
There's nobody up there.
I think Jim and Cindy.
That's in the back room over here. There's nobody.
So we have walkies. I'm going to. Hey, Jim and Cindy, where are you guys? So I don't know if anybody caught that, but we just walked down the stairs and on the floor above us heard a. Yeah, where are you guys? Yeah. Okay, Ian's gonna roll what we just heard. Yeah, that sounded further away though. Roger that. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty close. So, guys, we walked down the stairs and heard a ball on the second floor roll. But nobody's on the second floor. So that's the kind of stuff we've been experiencing all night. It's crazy. But you see we've got devices here. We've got trail cams set up. These lights detect electromagnetic energy. So you see me touching it won't make it light up or change. Those will actually go off at certain points. But this is the basement. Fun times, it's a basement. But we have been hearing noises, footsteps, things sliding around, clearly balls rolling on the ground. I'll take you through some of these. Oh, that's you. So there's nobody up there?
There's nobody up there, sir. There's nobody in the back room. That doesn't portal either.
So everybody's up in the way upstairs?
It sounds like Jim and them are in the back room when we were talking to Reed.
Okay. Reed. That's crazy. So this here, guys, this device is called Melmeter. This one detects a couple things: EMF, which is electromagnetic field. It also detects temperature. So there's numbers on there. Sometimes they'll spike. You see them moving a little bit now. Those can be due to a number of things. One is obviously electromagnetic field. Another would be theoretically if a spirit was nearby, they take energy to manifest. So cameras, lights. We've got just a simple cat ball up here. This here is actually a crawl space that. What's the story with the crawl space, Ian?
That is where Nick Groff and on Paranormal Lockdown found the human remains.
That's right. Yeah, so they
used to
found
be
a skeleton in here.
Full-blown crawl space, but they've blocked it off now. If you look
Right.
that way, it actually goes in and around.
Let me see if I can get you guys up in here.
Yeah, it goes back a little bit, and they have a little window back there as well, so you can look into under the house.
That's really cool, man. All right, well, we've got these guys for another 36-ish minutes. Glad they're with us. Thanks, Reeni, for hosting this. So what do we want to do?
I got a spirit box here.
Wonderful.
Turn that on.
So for those of you that don't know what a spirit box is, it's a device that cycles through various radio frequencies. The concept being that
It's dead. Fresh batteries, it's dead.
so batteries are draining down here.
Yep, Jim actually had one of his cameras already drained down here, so.
There should be another spirit box up there somewhere if you want to grab one, and batteries.
Alright.
I'll continue telling you what the spirit box is. So, anyways, the spirit box that detects, or it cycles through either AM or FM frequencies. And the concept being that as it cycles through those, it will, if you hear the same voice on various channels, the concept is that could potentially be a spirit that is communicating. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of things you can do with it. Obviously, you can just listen to it straight up. There's also something called the Estes method, where one person will put on blindfolds and sound deadening headphones and just listen to the spirit box and just spit out whatever they're hearing come through. And the person outside of that just asks questions. The idea being that if Ian was wearing the headphones, he wouldn't be able to hear me asking questions because of the headphones. And he'd be giving, answers without knowing what I'm asking. Takes out the human error aspect of things. Let's see. Another thing over here, this is a REM pod. This detects electromagnetic fields, so it lights up different colors if something gets close to it and touches it. Just like that. So I'm going to shut up for a minute. I'm going to take us in this corner here and wait for Ian to come back. Is there anybody down here with us?
Come back down now. Definitely gets harder to breathe as you walk down here.
Yeah, it's dense air down here, for sure. Can you make these lights change color for us? Okay, so what you're hearing now is the spirit box that Ian's got.
Hello, is there anyone down here with us?
My name is Garrett. This is Ian. Can you tell us what your name is? Are you on FM? It doesn't matter. I'm just curious.
Yes. Can you tell me if these bones were found in the crawl space? Did you make the REM pod and a cat ball when you get them off? Do you want me to sit down?
That sounded like my name.
Yeah.
You hear that too?
Little like that. Do you want Garrett to sit in the chair? I'm back.
I'm back.
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. I'm back. Are you back there?
So to everyone who's watching, this is often what a real investigation looks like. Keep in mind that, a lot of times the shows, they're great. They would get a lot of people into paranormal and they're really good. But they have to take that 8-hour investigation and knock it into a 30-minute show. So they just put their highlights in there. Real investigating takes some patience. But especially at a place like this, it typically pays off.
That was your name again.
My name again.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot more.
I heard it.
Louder.
What do you want to say to me? Are you tired?
Are you something?
Can you say that again?
You've been known to throw rocks down here. Can you throw one at me?
Can you make any sort of noise down here?
Slap on a metal chair like this. Yeah. As I was trying to get closer to the limit. There's a high. I don't know if you can still hear it.
I can hear it. I don't know if they're on here.
Can you guys still hear it on there?
I'm not getting any comments, I don't think. Wait, maybe I am.
Okay, I can't hear it, but that's okay. So don't worry about it.
Okay. Honestly, we'll probably shut that off anyways and just do... Reenie, you scared the crap out of me when you came on here.
Ooh, sorry.
It's all right. I ghost hunt. So, do
I have these. I can do.
you want to do an Estes?
Yeah. Quick Estes.
It's weird. While I was between these lights, they started going off. Of course, it wasn't on camera. Can you make any noises down here? Show us that you're here. Tap on something. Okay, so Ian is getting set up to do the Estes method, which is what I was explaining earlier, where he puts on headphones where he can't hear what I'm asking, and will just say what he's hearing, possibly in response to my questions. So.
Turn that on silent.
Okay, so I'm going to ask questions. Ian, can you hear me? Ian, can you hear me? Is there anyone down here with us? Can you tell us your name? Can you tell us any of the names of the people in the building? Is it you that we've been hearing walking around the house?
Crawl.
Where do you crawl at? Or are you talking about the crawl space? So Ian over there can hear you. He has a device that can hear you. Is there anything you'd like to say? Why are you here?
You are.
Yes, I am here also. My name is Garrett. Can you tell me your name?
You.
What about me?
What's that?
What's your name? Did you used to live here? Can you say Ian's name to him? Is there a message you'd like to send? How many spirits are in this building? Did you die here? Just so everyone knows, while he's under, I'm hearing noises coming from over on this side.
I don't know if it's because.
Not getting much.
Yeah, there's like just walls all around, but it's just straight sweeping. That's all I'm hearing.
There's a couple things in there that were kind of interesting. Like I asked, I think I asked something about like who all's in the building, and you said you. And I was like, yeah, I'm here.
Frank Potter go on at all?
No, nothing.
Darn, I was really hoping that would
I know.
Well, shall we crawl in this crawl space?
I mean, that's up to you, man. If you're comfortable with that.
I told myself I would do it, so I'm going to do it.
All right. You guys are getting a special treat. Ian is going to venture into the crawl space here. You take anything back that you want to record or something?
Oh, I got an AVP recorder. in
Okay.
my pocket, but I'll probably run back here. And K2. Yeah, I still got the recorder. Okay, that was probably them upstairs.
Yeah, I can hear them upstairs for sure. You're not gonna like get physically injured by crawling up there, right?
Carpet's a little wet.
That's gross.
Spider.
So another big thing about paranormal investigation. You got a flashlight on?
Yeah, I got a flash.
Okay.
My phone light on.
Another thing about paranormal investigating is to always be in touch with your team. Right now we can actually hear our team upstairs talking.
Snap some photos back here real quick.
I'm too old to get up in there, man.
It's definitely even harder to breathe back here. And then the carpet's wet. There's some spiders.
Delicious. Is there anybody in the crawl space with Ian?
My K2 just spiked. If you're in the crawl space, actually in the dirt, I'm going to take a photo in 3 seconds. Can you show yourself for me? 3, 2, 1.
The heck was that?
Yeah, well,
Did you hear that?
it was like a...
It's like the whole thing shifted. Hey, is there anybody on the second floor right now moving around? Sorry, main floor. What the heck? So the walkie's wonking out. You coming back out?
I'm still gonna run a real quick EVP
Oh, yeah,
back
EVP.
here.
Man, it is definitely quiet down here.
You could hear a rock fall on this carpet from the other room back there. Okay. Keep feeling like something's like playing with my hair back here, but it could be just me hitting my head. All right.
Yeah, so I think Jim's right above us. Except I just heard something down here.
That knock.
Yeah. It sounded like something got tossed.
Start the recording. Recording down in the basement. This is Ian. I'm up in the crawl space, and Garrett's here as well.
Hello.
Was that you that just threw something out there?
Can you make a noise either out here or in the crawl space? Dude, I just heard that water sound again. What the hell was that?
Yeah, I just heard that too.
What was that?
What's making the water droplet noise?
So what's weird is we heard that water droplet sound up on the second floor, 2 stories up. And I just heard it again down here. So another big thing about paranormal investigating to the people watching is trying to debunk things. Things aren't always paranormal as much as we'd like them to be. So as a paranormal investigator, it's important to make sure that we can make sure it's not normal first. That was weird though. Did you just knock?
No, I did not.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, like 3 or 4 knocks.
Where's my walkie? Oh, here it is. Wait, no, seriously, where's my walkie?
Didn't you just have
Oh, here it is. Did you guys just knock up there? What's going on?
my REM pod?
Yeah, we're about to come down the first floor. We didn't realize we have 30 minutes left.
That was my REM pod back there.
And
It could have been a walkie. Try this.
Oh, that long, the long.
we didn't knock and didn't hear a knock.
See that over here?
Yeah, the walkie sets it off. That's not back there though. Is there one over there somewhere?
No, that's gotta be not opposites.
But yeah, it went off right as soon as I hit the button.
Oh, you're a big spider too.
How do you feel about spiders, man?
I don't like them.
And just set the cat ball off. Or did you set it back up there?
I set it back up there. So yeah, we were told by Jim that
Those lights just went off though.
Huh?
Those lights just changed color. All of them.
Did you change the colors of these lights?
If you did, can you do that again?
Can you toss a rock for us like this?
That's somebody moving upstairs, probably. Yeah, they're walking around. Can you make a noise just as loud as you can? I know it takes a lot of energy. Is that your ankles?
My knees.
If you're down here, can you finish this segment? Nothing.
It's kind of hard to distinguish their footsteps.
Yeah, I know. I really wish I knew what that water dropping sound was.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds so fake. That's the.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Hey, Mom! My mom's on the live. Hey, Mom! I'm trying to check these pipes too to see if they're.
Yeah, do any of these I mean, I guess water could run through these, but that drop is so weird sounding.
Like, what?
So what Ian's got here is a K2 meter, measures EMF, so you can see how it's kind of lighting up near the electricity a little bit.
Oh,
You can see there, it's it's small. So what that does is it detects EMF fields, electromagnetic fields.
see, I mean, take your phone up to it.
Yeah, see, going off.
Text the energy.
So that's two things. One, we did a sweep with that when we got here to make sure there wasn't any, because if there is EMF detectors, it can lend itself to giving feelings of anxiety, headaches, the fear of being watched. It can even cause you to have hallucinations if it's strong enough.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is if it's powerful enough, the theory is that spirits can use that energy to manifest. So that's the paranormal side of things.
That was my phone again. Sure, pull out another. Use an app or something. Try the microphone down here.
They just moved something upstairs. Did you hear that? It sounded like something dragged.
They might be starting their microphone up there.
Are you guys running something upstairs? Yeah, they got something going on.
We're behind the portal. The second floor.
Play with the board. Spirit. Who's down here with us? Who's in the basement?
So real quick, the app that Ian is using is called the Necrophonic. It works very similar to a spirit box. It has some words programmed into it, but it's the same concept that it can spirits can manipulate it to speak.
Alright, so why don't you go ahead and quit lurking in the dark? He's spiking my hand down here. Can you make this spike like you've been doing down over here to the side? Don't be shy.
Do you? Go ahead. You first.
Make it light up to yellow for me. That way I know you're down here and we can further communicate and go from there. You see him?
I thought it said it's him. Who are you talking about?
He said your name. Can you tell me where you're watching us from? That room.
Which room? Is it the room behind us? Say, what day is it?
Yeah, I even heard what day or water.
We heard water earlier. Was that you? That was a creepy laugh.
That was like a clown laugh right there. That was creepy. Can the spirit that said his name was Reed upstairs say hi? Wuss. Who you calling a wuss?
Ben. Ben.
You think Ben's a wuss?
Is this Mike? Are we talking to Mike?
Looks like a header.
Mike, are you down here with us?
Yeah. That was a kid though.
I don't know, man. Mike is a weird dude.
Is he?
Just so everybody on the camera knows, Mike is someone that pops up now and again. He's a friend of Ben's.
Well,
He's a
Mike,
funny guy.
Mike, if this is you, nice to meet you. My name's Ian. Mike, if it's you, can you do Garrett and I a favor? That just spiked. Can you walk back behind the chair over there real quick and make my REM pod go off? I'll play. It'd mean the world to me if you could go back there and touch that. Our first interaction. You're welcome. You haven't touched it yet. Here.
Where are you? There. You're here and then you're there.
Little laugh. Are you messing with us? Yeah.
Of course.
Why are you messing with us, Mike? That was my name again, in a whisper. That's like the fourth time tonight already. My name has come up on every floor of the house, including the basement, and so has Ben so far. Garrett's on multiple floors as well.
Now, to be fair, we have introduced ourselves in a number of rooms.
Yes, yep. They know our names.
Can anybody make that device go off at the end there with the red light? It won't hurt you. We would just be super impressed if that lit up.
Would it help if I counted you down? If I counted down from 5, would you be able to touch it on 1 for me? Sit. You want me to sit down before you touch it? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to count you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know what's funny is it said 3 on there before you did.
I heard it, and I was waiting for it to continue. Is there a child down here with us?
We've got devices all over the place. Lots of things for you to mess with.
There's a cat ball up in the crawl space. If someone wants to try to manipulate that and set that up for us. Pretty much got something for you in every corner. Can you tell me if they were to continue digging in the yard, would they find more bones? Yes.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, the theory here is that this house now sits on what used to be a very old graveyard. And that's why they've actually done some digging here. They've done some searching in the lawns and stuff, and with like it's not a metal detector, I don't know what they're called, but they search for.
It's like a geo. Magnetometer. So I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
And they have found spots that looked very much like graves.
Could you tell me how many graves they would find? Sorry, guys. My family members are watching it live, and he's telling me about something. He's saying that they're not getting the comments coming through for their live upstairs.
Oh. Well, we'll be with them in like
My brother
3 minutes. So
says that the little Annabelle doll upstairs moved and nobody noticed.
Are you serious?
And now I had to miss it.
I don't know what's happened. Oh,
Should we go up and let them know?
yeah, we can do that. Oh, that's you. I was like, is that REM pod going off?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, now don't swear. You're on live television now.
Wait, real quick before you go, I need these. I was like, holy shit in my head.
What?
So for everyone watching this, there is nothing going through those headphones that Ashley had on. It is just silence. You answered everything,
Every question?
every question,
Well, I felt like somebody was sitting here just like, drip, 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 drip.
Yeah. and then they peeked in on the bottom,
Did they?
and they saw it on camera. And then when I turned the camera more towards the doorway, it peeked in very top of the door.
So what were you asking?
So everybody in the podcast that's missing all this goodness that's going on up here, you can actually still purchase the live stream that Ben is doing on Cross Country
And
Paranormal's
watch it
Facebook page.
At any point. So before
Okay, go ahead.
I gotta get this out because I'm like sitting here freaking out. The first question was someone put through, what was your name? Immediately you said Tim.
Oh.
And I'm thinking maybe you're hearing Garrett Ian in the basement, like, okay, they didn't say anything that sounded like Tim. And then the next question was, where did you come from? I think I can't see it on here. And you said seance. And I'm just sitting here like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And then I said, what was found in the basement? And you go, come to the basement. And I'm like,
It's probably right around the time that we were getting Ben's name. We were down there and it said, or no, that was up here. It said Ben, and then
It said wimp, and then I said, who you calling a wimp?
and it said Ben. Wuss.
was it Mike?
Wuss. I think it was. We asked.
Okay.
He came through a
Left
couple
the
times.
mic upstairs. We told him to come back later.
Well, he came down to us.
No.
Yeah, he came down.
So on top of that,
Well, I know I said something that said,
Just so you know, we're almost to the 45-minute mark, so Reeni's gonna.
yeah, and we're
Okay,
going to
second.
go down to the basement for our last 15 minutes, and then we're going to get this off to Jim and Cindy, and then we can jump on the podcast outside for a little bit.
what did you ask when I said, come and find out? Because in my head, I'm
I
like,
said,
well,
what
that's
do you?
not good.
What do you want us in the basement for?
And
Come
I
and
said,
find out. What were you? It said it's silence. Like, can you describe like how like what the voice sounded like to you? And
Well, it was weird. So when I first put it on, it like I could just hear my own heartbeat because the headphones are so tight, and then you have these little orange ones inside your ears too. But it just sounds like somebody's here just
So
But it was like a deep whisper, so that's why I assumed it was a man.
So on top of that, I kept saying, if you touch Ashley on her arm or her leg, we'll go to the basement. And I just kept repeating it. And then she's like, I feel something like it's like right here, like next to her. And then that's when they said on here that they saw it peeking in the bottom of the doorway. And when I turned the camera like this, like more towards where you're standing, I saw it peek in at the top of the doorway, like very top. And I even asked on here, did you see it peek in? And they replied, yes.
So I got to ask you something.
Yes.
You were upstairs a little while ago. Yes.
Originally, yes.
You were in the doll room.
Yes.
Some people saw one of those dolls move.
No, the
Which one?
The Annabelle doll. I think that it's
The
on
one
this,
that's-
I think it's on this floor actually, in one of the rooms. But my brother and my parents are watching the live stream.
The one that's in the case.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm wondering. That's
By
upstairs.
the
Though.
case,
Yeah.
and
No.
they said that
No.
no, seriously, they said that
It's
they
back
said
on.
that it was
No.
leaning towards the case when you came in the room, and then when you walked out, it was leaning the other way.
Yeah.
Look at this.
No.
I have goosebumps.
When I was doing dowsing rods, and we heard and all of us, even the live, we were like,
We looked in that corner.
it's
Why is it back? And that thing went freaking
haywire.
I
haywire.
think it's the boat.
Oh,
No. But it wasn't responding at all.
no.
Like
We just
nothing.
had like a weird.
It just
And
went.
then it shut off.
And then the music came through, and then I got it playing again, and then it just stopped.
I'm gonna tell
Wait,
you.
when was that?
Thing moves, you're gonna see me run.
No, we're all gonna see Ashley run. I'm not
Right.
gonna lie, we're all gonna see Ashley run. But-
Somebody on here is like, move one of the dolls. Actually, no, she said it. Can you move one of the dolls? And I'm like, no, you can't. Like, don't move one of the dolls. So apparently,
Move one of the dolls.
I gotta go. I'm actually gonna go see.
You want us to
her.
go there right now,
Yeah,
Reenie?
we're gonna go in the basement and do
Okay.
that part before we hand
What's-
this off.
What's up, Reenie?
You guys tell me. I'm just here. I'm just watching you guys.
Let Ashley and I have for the live a quick session to do in the basement,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna hand this off to Jim and Cindy, and then we can log back on at 10 o'clock or right around 10 for your podcast to answer some questions, go over a few other things as well.
Perfect. Then I will see you guys probably in like 10
But-
minutes.
Yeah, if a doll moves again though, or this thing, I'm leaving. I'm
No,
just
you're
throwing that
not.
out.
No, you're not leaving. I will not allow it. Okay, I will not allow it.
Ashley will stay here, and I'm leaving.
You're not leaving.
I'll
You will
stay.
not leave.
Yeah, until this one goes.
So,
Stay with me.
Reenie, are you logging off or are you?
Nope.
staying on
You
with us?
guys go ahead and log off, and I'm gonna continue in the next 10 minutes with my show.
Okay,
Oh boy.
sounds good.
All right.
We will see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.
Which one do you want me to take? Want me to take
WLTK-DB Paranormal Talk Radio is hosting a story contest. Maybe you've had an encounter, something you just couldn't explain. Maybe you've been awakened from a restful slumber by unwanted, spooky guests. Whatever your encounter or experience, we want to hear it. Go to WLTK-DB.com, find the board, and share your 500-word true paranormal story for a chance to win a $50 Ghost Stop gift card.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Secrets Within. As you know, we are with Country Paranormal. I let them jump off. They have to kind of regroup, and then they're going to do a little bit of an investigation with you guys. They are at the Monroe House, and if some of you guys do not know about the Monroe House, I'm going to try to give you a little bit of information. Again, you can ask questions. They'll be on here real shortly to discuss, and we all know that I love dolls. So I was kind of excited about that, but too bad nobody got that. Like I said, you can go also back and watch their live if you purchase it, or you can watch the mini live that they had in the basement here on the show again. But we all know that this house, Monroe House, they call it the Demon House. I don't really technically know if there's any demons there. Obviously, they were in the basement. There's a couple mediums there that probably are like, nope, it's not demonic. It's in Hartford City, Indiana. So it is claiming that, well, I can't say claiming, it's actually the truth. Nick Groff found human remains in the basement. So there was like a whole investigation on that. The FBI had to get involved. That was crazy all in itself. But a lot of people claim that they fear a lot. And again, as we know, Ben said if there was a doll that moved, he was leaving Ashley there, which I thought was kind of funny. But a lot of people sense panic while they're there. Chills. I mean, you guys watched live. It was just in the basement. Like I said, they're going to do a little mini investigation. I'm trying to go through all of it because I was trying to read and watch all at the same time, which was probably not my best thing. So like I said, a lot of people, they're claiming, they're like, oh, people are running out of this house. They're claiming that the soul of the child in there, was actually in the fire. People have experienced seeing fire in the basement, and I feel like a lot of activity happens in the basement, but they didn't get a whole bunch in the basement while they were there, obviously on the live. And I do want to say the is it necrophonics that they were using on their phone, I have used myself, to be completely honest with you, and it does work. It actually does work. There is, like they did say, there are some words in there that are programmed, but I use those when I'm working with my haunted dolls or any haunted objects that I do have, because to me it just seems a little bit easier. But a lot of people say, okay, well, it's just one of those apps on your phones that are just spitting out words. I use it, as you can see, Country Paranormal. They use it. There are some other teams that use it. I guess it just all depends on what you want to use when you are investigating. And as you can see, it takes a while. Like, you're not always going to get something. But anyways, they're claiming that they see shadowy figures while they're there. Unexplained fires that, like I said, have been manifested in the basement. Voices, echoes through the hallways. Like I said, there was numerous deaths that have occurred that have occurred at the Monroe house. There's like former tenants find fiddling with occult rituals. As you guys know, that Ashley did kind of say, like, I think she said the occult came through. The word occult came through. I'll probably have to go back and ask them. There was rituals in the 90s. But they kind of say that it was like a potential cause of the demon's house. Again, I've never been there. I don't think that there is any demons there, but a lot of people do claim that there is some there. A family claimed they began seeing ghostly visitations when they were living there. There's so much, and that's the thing. There's not a whole heck of a lot on this house, to be completely honest with you. Okay. Yes, I heard a child's voice answer in the basement when the guy asked if there's a child there. I didn't hear that. To be completely honest with you, I also did take my headphones off for just a quick second, so that was probably my fault. I know that there's like a lot of questions that you guys may have for them when they jump on soon, because I knew that they had to do a little experiment in the basement. Ashley and Ben did. So they can, and as you can see, Ben had his box there again. I know you all were kind of curious to see how that works, and I'm kind of curious too to see. Like I said, there isn't really much on this place. I mean, again, it's on my bucket list. I don't live too far from there, but one researcher said that she has never experienced so much paranormal activity in a location before. like again, it's voices telling him to get out, die, pray for us, but it, they're really it seems like it's all happening in the basement. But I will tell you this, I'm one of those people. I wanted to see the doll move, but unfortunately we weren't there. And I know Bill said who rolled the ball upstairs. Again, I know like some of us were watching Ashley and Ben's live. We were doing Garrett, and I cannot remember his friend's name there. They were doing Alive in the Basement, because I know a lot of people were curious about that. I was curious about the basement. I kind of wanted to see. Okay. That's when they entered the sentence. Yes, it says, okay, I missed that. It's a good thing that you guys caught that. You guys were listening. Like I said, I took my headphones out for just 2 minutes and I missed everything, huh? But again, as you can see, it takes a while to do an investigation. It's not something that you can just like, you automatically get into a house and activity starts to happen, which sometimes it does. I will tell you this, it was kind of one of those, I went to actually, and I'm just gonna do this really quickly and say this really quickly. I went to Ohio. I was actually with Ashley, and we went to a residential, and I don't care for residentials. And the truth of the matter is what was really going on in that house was the fact that they were playing with the Ouija board. And that became a huge issue. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen any pictures of the Monroe house, but there is a Ouija board in there. Most haunted locations that I've been to usually have one. But I do know, if you guys want to see another live with these guys, they have a bunch of other stuff coming up. So I was kind of just going to take a poll and see what you guys thought too. But like I said, when I was at this residential, it kind of was one of those things where they were playing with the Ouija board, and this guy, and I'm saying guy, he just went ahead and he just wouldn't stop with it. It became an obsession. It really did. And to be honest with you, I have the board here. And what was experienced with that board, when of course we had to at least take a gander at it, was something that I've played with boards myself. And I've never experienced anything like that before. But do I believe that was the activity that was in the house? Yes, I believe that they opened something. But as soon as the board was gone, everything went back to normal. So sometimes I kind of question, like at these locations, if somebody was, opening some sort of anything there, is that why it's haunted? Or is this haunted because there was, bones human remains, I should say, that were found there by Nick Roth. And like I said, that opened a whole investigation. But like I said, this house is old. A lot of people love going there. But like I said, the fire thing, I guess, really kind of baffles me. The lights in the building began to flicker. And again, they said, hey, some of my equipment, it's losing battery. And that has happened. I mean, I'm sure it's happened to everybody that has gone on a paranormal investigation. It's happened to me while I was at Wilson Castle. We were having a good old time, I guess. And the next thing you know, everything went dead on us within a matter of less than 5 minutes. And it didn't matter if we put new batteries in. It was just still kind of one of those things, like, just went dead. They've heard screaming. Like I said, there's a lot of people that just kind of ran out of here. And I guess, like, as a paranormal investigator, I guess if you're going to just tour the house and something like that happens, I could see, like, if you weren't a paranormal investigator, but you're just looking for the thrill factor, then, you'd probably run out of the house. But as like a paranormal investigator, like, I usually don't run out of the house. I might get some creepy feelings that I don't want to be there, but 9 times out of 10, I kind of do. And again, we're still waiting on them. Because I am curious about, again, the doll situation. But now that we're on the doll situation, I have to tell you guys this. Way off topic. I ended up buying a succubus doll. I know that sounds like the weirdest thing that I should have ever done. But we all had, when she was on earlier, she was on a show of mine earlier. She had a succubus and an incubus, and she claimed that they were married. I am not really sure how that went, but anyways, I am getting the succubus doll. Not sure why I had to do that, but we all know that I have this fascination with haunted objects. But like I said, we are just waiting for them to jump back on. If there is any questions, and I'm gonna ask about the child's voice. Like I said, I didn't hear it. I'm so glad that you guys got to hear it. I didn't get to hear it. Again, off topic, back to the Monroe house. People have claimed that they have gotten some scratches. I know I feel like I'm all over the place tonight because I feel like I'm talking to myself. um, so like I said, there's a lot of people that have got. I know, Bill. I know. I'm gonna call him Dad. Thank you, Jennifer. But like I said, a lot of people refuse to investigate here. I don't know how much it is per night, to be honest with you. It's kind of one of those things that's probably booked. Like I said, and they actually found the bones in August of 2016, from what I'm understanding. And I guess even the locals began to like start. I know, Bill. I know. I'm just gonna start calling him Dad. Um, but anyways, like I said, Nick Groff was out there. They found the bones, and I guess it's like that was a huge thing for like the Monroe house. Honestly, it really was. But again, do the remains? Do you really? I mean, and I'm just going to ask this, and I would love to hear your answers. Do you think that maybe that's why it's haunted? I mean, I've kind of been curious about that. You know, oh, they were actually buried in the basement in the crawl space. So we all, I mean, obviously we couldn't all go through the crawl space because, but we got a little bit of a glimpse of what the crawl space looks like. Um, so like I said, they call it the demon house. I don't think it's got any demons in there. So again, a lot of people were wondering if the human remains could be the source of all violent activity. That is actually a good question. But I'm going to probably say, yeah, in a way. Okay. Dad says he needs an SOL camera pointed in the room with the chair. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna tell him that. Like I said, I know that they're still live right now. I'm still waiting on them. But like I said, there's really not much on the Monroe house. And I guess it's like kind of one of those things like experience it for yourself at least one time. But like I said, Nick Groff was there. I think it was Paranormal Lockdown. Yeah, Paranormal Lockdown. So that's pretty much all I give you on the Monroe house is, like I said, there isn't really much on it. I don't know if any of you guys listening have been there. Like I said, I'm kind of curious about the lights, like why they're like leaving everybody in the dark, like why are they shutting the lights off? Like I said, I wonder if it's like kind of like one of those things where those hauntings, like I don't really want you guys being here, so I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get you guys out. Because I've been places like that too. But I am kind of curious on the occult situation there. I guess I don't really want to call it the occults, but they're getting the word occult. So basically they were having supposedly seance in that house. So yeah, but I'm gonna have go on a quick break real quick, and hopefully they'll be back. maybe.
Brandon Wainwright is an animal lover, author, energy healer, and former police officer. In April of 2018, he and his family lost their dog Tyson to a brain tumor. It was an inevitable experience that comes with being a pet owner, but it was devastating nonetheless. Tyson's Gift: How an 8-pound canine became a man's greatest spiritual guide. In the story of Tyson's life, from his entry into the lives of Brandon and his wife Misha, to his equally impactful departure and continued spiritual influence, Tyson's beautiful story will entertain and comfort readers of all backgrounds. Get your copy at tysonsgift.com. That's tysonsgift.com, or wherever books are sold.
Okay, we're back. They're not here yet, but I forgot to tell you guys about a contest that the station is running. Go to the station. There is, you kind of like, you can win a $50 gift card to, I think it was Ghost Stop. I know Todd can put it at the bottom. You actually have to write an essay, about your encounters, and then somebody will notify you if you win. I thought that was kind of cool. Like I said, we're still waiting on Cross Country Paranormal. They're actually one of my favorite teams. They're down to earth. They're not picky. I'll tell you that. I've not that I've interviewed any paranormal teams that were picky, but they're just down to earth people. And like I said, I always like to give Ben a lot of crap because he has this, I don't know, about haunted dolls. I know we're gonna go back to that again. It scares him. So like I said, they're still doing kind of their live. They had to go down to the basement real quick. As you guys know, Ashley, they did a little experiment, and she hit everything on target there, so we can talk to her about that. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, and for the voice in the basement, the child's voice in the basement, I actually looked something up really quick during commercial break, and it does state that there was a team that went in and tried to cross over the child that is there. But it didn't work. Clearly it didn't work. I guess that's when things started going really south, especially in the basement. Again, that's where those human remains were found. I don't know if they were a child's remains. Maybe these guys may know. Or if they were adult remains. I couldn't find a bunch on that, just besides the fact that they were remains, which I thought, I mean, I could imagine going into like a haunted location and finding remains like that have been sitting there, and people have been investigating, from what I'm understanding, this house, and you get Nick Groff in there and all of a sudden there's, remains. That to me in itself is crazy. Like absolutely crazy. Like human remains. I mean, and then having to call the cops and saying, hey, we were investigating this place and there's human remains in this house. I mean, that would put a definite damper. I'm not saying that like it definitely put a damper on your investigation, but that's not something that happens every day. Honestly, but I will say this, and I'm just going to say this, Cross Country Paranormal will actually be at Wildwood next weekend and Hinsdale next weekend. And we actually thought about doing another live next week. We might do it a little bit differently. But I kind of wanted everybody's opinion on that. If not, I got some other topics that I would like to discuss with you guys when I had a little bit more time. But like I said, we're still waiting Oh, they're back. All right, they're back. Perfect. Let's get them in here and
Yeah.
hey guys,
Can you see us?
I can see you.
Good.
I think I was losing people having to talk to myself.
Oh, sorry, we had to do the transition.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's
I
parts
will
of
let you guys talk just a little bit. And I know you guys really want to get back to your investigation at the Monroe house. Okay. Now, there is one question I do have to ask you guys, and I had my headphones off because I don't know what I was doing. Somebody said when they asked if there was a child in the basement, did it say yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, it did. Okay, because I didn't hear it. That is so cool. Then it did say yes. Now, I think that was about it. I think a lot of people were like interested in what you guys were doing. So, what are you guys doing outside now? Just hanging out?
Yeah, we're taking a break
Yeah.
for a minute. You know,
Yeah.
the glamorous parts of investigating you don't see on TV.
Okay, so Ashley, what were you and Ben doing upstairs?
So we were doing a sensory, and it's actually a different way. I've never done it that way, so I'll let Ben explain it a little bit.
So when I do a sensory, there's the Estes method, which a lot of people see on TV, where you have the spirit box running through the headphones, and you have a question to see if you can get a response through the spirit box. How I did it with Ashley is gave her headphones, like construction headphones, along with earbuds with no noise. So literally it was the best way I can put it is, when you're driving, and I hate to say it like this, you daydream, and then about 10 minutes later, you're like, oh crap, I forgot where I was. That's kind of like a sensory deprivation. You take away your sight and your hearing, so all you have is your own body to listen to. So the stuff Ashley was saying was just random things coming to her head and saying them out loud. So when she was responding to the questions, you guys walked in near the end, but she was directly responding to the questions I was asking, to the point I tried flipping the camera on the live to show my reaction because I didn't even know how to react at that point. And it kept calling us to the basement, and that's when we kind of signed off the podcast for a little bit. Us four went to the basement. I don't think it wanted four of us down there. I think it wanted two or less down there. But with us four down there, we were asking a lot of hard to answer questions, is the most polite way I will put it. And it started growling at us numerous times.
Okay, so I was just talking about this, and do you guys believe that there's a demon there?
No.
I said the same thing. I didn't think that there was, because I know a lot of people are saying they call it the demon house. I didn't really think that there was any kind of demon there whatsoever. Now, the human remains were found in the crawl space. Am I correct?
Yes.
There's actually a second patch that was found. They were digging out here in the backyard as well recently, or the past couple of years, and they found more bones.
Yeah, so there's a lot of found on the property.
Okay, see, like all I'm getting is that there was human remains found in the crawl space.
Well, and rumor has it that the bones were so old that they can't really tell why or how they got there.
Like if they don't know if they were like a ritual or someone died here or murdered, they can't really decipher what it was, but except they're human bones, which to me, that's a good enough answer. I don't know.
But was it like adult human bones or was it a child human bones? Like, do you guys know that one?
Adult.
Okay, so I answered you guys' questions now, I guess, or my own questions. I don't know.
So I don't believe there's and I think I may have mentioned it before, and we we're talking to you that demons aren't easy to find, and they typically don't give away.
On the door right here.
Oh, if you guys can't hear, something's tapping on the door behind us. Oh, there we go.
I don't know if anyone can hear.
Like it's trying to get us to come back in. It's just tap, tap, tap.
And as you guys know, Ashley, she's my co-host of On Realm of Darkness.
As I'm talking about demons, it's like
as he's talking about
tap,
demons,
tap.
it's tapping on the door.
Okay, maybe we should.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Reeni,
Go ahead.
A quick question for you. When Ian and I, when we got in the basement, we heard like a ball or something roll on the floor, but on the floor above us. Did you guys hear that?
I did, and I know that there was somebody else. I think it was Bill that wanted to know what it was rolling on the floor upstairs.
Did you figure out what it was?
I went upstairs.
It says who rolled the ball upstairs.
Yeah.
I went upstairs, and there's a decent size, like a kid's ball that's soft, so it couldn't have been that. There's no cat balls. I found a couple batteries on the church pew, but it was on the floor. The only thing I could find was almost like a small black plastic washer kind of thing that you would.
But I don't think it'd be that loud.
No, I rolled it across the floor for Garrett, and he said it was a little too quiet for it to be that. So I couldn't find anything up there that would have rolled like that.
So, Ian, I have a theory. Listen to the door while I talk about the fun thing with demons again, and just see if.
Okay.
So like I think I may have mentioned before that demons don't give themselves away. They don't, let themselves be known, because the more you know about them, the easier it is to face them or get rid of them. I do believe there are things not so nice here. Reason being because there are a number of Ouija boards throughout this house. And that is, that might be some people's thing, but there's a lot of people who use them who don't know how to close them out when they're done.
That's correct.
So there is, I believe, a lot of things here that weren't here before, or brought here, or conjured here. Doesn't mean they're all good things. We, Ashley and I asked in a pendulum session, like, is the thing watching us in the hallway a nice thing? And the pendulum answered no. And then some of the responses Garrett and Ian were getting through the spirit box, Ashley and I got the exact same answers through either the pendulum or the dowsing rods on a different floor. So we didn't know we had same answers till about 5 minutes ago. That's why it took us a little longer to get on, because we were kind of trying to work that stuff out. But there is something here trying to get our attention, and definitely doesn't like us being together. I know that.
So it doesn't like you guys all being together.
No. And we even asked the spirit upstairs if it was scared of what was ever in the hallway, and it said yes. And then it wouldn't talk to us anymore.
That is interesting.
And that could be something like, the best way I can put it is a prison. You've got, your main guy in prison that everyone's afraid of. Like, again, doesn't mean it's a demon here. It just means it's something that, the big bad, whatever you want to call it. But if,
I heard it.
Again.
You said the big bad.
Oh, so the big bad is what he's going to respond to. That if there is a demon here, and yes, I'm going to say it out loud, he's going to have to do a lot more to prove himself.
Yeah, besides knocking on the door.
Yeah, besides a little tapping on this door isn't going to work. If that door slams right now, or something gets thrown across his house, okay, I might believe a little bit more.
Okay,
but
well,
right
if something
He
gets,
says
like,
that while we still have 2 members inside.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're on the live, so we'll
Yeah,
we'll
until
catch
if
it.
that door opens, my pop is just gonna go flying up. Like, what is that?
So if
what
the big bad is listening, he's more than welcome to open that door.
So, what do you guys have planned for the rest of the night? Then, I'm curious to know.
Sensory, a lot more sensory.
Yeah.
Solo.
I'd like to. I've heard that from the original person that created the Estes method. He did a video with someone I watched recently, and he said it's the absolute best way or place to do it is in a rocking chair. And I just found a rocking chair.
I'm not sitting in a rocking chair. I'm not a fan of rocking chairs, but I will put the spikes around the rocking chair to lock you in it.
Oh gosh. I can't with you guys. I've never gone.
The most evil thing here is Ben.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so who experienced the doll move?
Not me. Obviously,
Well,
I'm still here.
Okay, so here's the thing.
No, I know. You would have ran out of that house like,
no, I would have probably drop kicked it and then ran. So apparently it moved when Ben and I were in there, but we didn't know that it moved until way after the fact. So
yeah, it was actually my brother and my father watching the live stream that texted me and told me that it, when they came into the room, the doll was leaning towards the glass case in there. And then when they left, it was leaning the other way.
I have a love-hate relationship with Ian's family now.
Well, and the weird thing is when we were in there doing the live, at one point we were doing dowsing rods, and Ben and I both heard like a knock.
A bang, a knock, something in that corner.
A noise in that corner. We both looked at each other, and even the people on live were like, yeah, we heard it. And that's when Ben made the joke of, if you see that creepy doll move, let me know, because he was going to leave me by myself. But and then lo and behold, it moved.
Ben, I'm just going to tell you this. One day.
Nope.
Yep. One day I'm gonna be hanging out with you, and I got a surprise up my sleeve for you.
And then when that doll comes near me, I will go the other way. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
He's gonna start carrying around like a torch with him.
Yeah,
like a blowtorch.
just like a little mini one. You know the ones you light, like that spark or something. I'm gonna have that and a hairspray thing.
Reenie, what we need to do is
thanks.
find out what room he's sleeping in, and we'll put it in there so that it surprises him.
Oh yes,
Late in bed while he's sleeping.
I'm not sleeping here
right now.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, trust me, I can figure it out pretty.
I'll burn the whole hotel down.
Oh, we lost Reenie.
Uh-oh.
Froze.
We lost her.
Come back to us, Reenie.
Reenie.
Maybe she lost us.
Maybe the big bad isn't happy that we're talking about him.
I was literally gonna say there's a small crack in the door, and I cannot help but feel there's some.
Oh, that's because I didn't shut it all the way.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
A certified spiritual life coach, animal communicator, past life regression, and a psychic medium. This is Charlie Lynn. Charlie Lynn and Chat with Charlie work with you to bring communication and understanding from spirit to those looking to gain insight. Charlie Lynn's spiritual journey has brought her to you, so take advantage and contact Charlie Lynn today. Book a reading, indulge in some Reiki work, or take the next step in your life with some spiritual life coaching. No matter, Charlie Lynn is here to help you. Search Chat with Charlie on Facebook. That's Chat with Charlie on Facebook.
Oh,
Reenie's not.
Yeah, it's just us.
hi guys.
Hi, everybody.
We're you know what?
I guess we're
We're hijacking Reenie's show tonight. So, what we're gonna do? They're taking pictures of the yard right now because they're seeing little light thingies fly around.
Welcome to Cross Country Paranormal. This is what we do. We hack shows.
We hacked it.
Has begun.
We kicked Reenie out of her own show. So, hi, my name's Ashley. I like long walks on the beach.
I like skipping and tulips. And my name's Ben.
I sleep naked.
It's okay. Everyone got to see my underwear earlier, so I'm good.
No comment. No comment. I can't
Ian's like,
follow
I'm not
that.
topping that.
Funniest part is Ian's got a hotel room with me tonight.
So we
How
were.
funny.
I should have brought the blow up.
Oh, Reenie lost power. So we're gonna try to hijack her podcast for the next half hour. So what we were doing is we were actually talking to Reenie about demons and how it's a misconception, I guess would be a good word for it. People tend to think that just because there's a haunting that there are
Did you open that door? Okay.
just because there's hauntings doesn't mean that everything's evil or that everything's a demon. I think there's a very popular show that may have ruined that for a lot of people. But Ben was explaining it perfectly when he was talking about how, spirits are just like people. There's good people, there's bad people, there's angry people, and those are the same kind of spirits that you're going to come in contact with. What would you say are the kinds that we've come in contact with so far?
So far tonight, I feel like we've come in contact with a lot of innocent spirits. There is one or two, possibly one or two here that like to be the head of the place. I've been calling it the big bad, and every time I've been talking about it, something's going on at the door behind us. So I don't think there's anything demonic. Like I said a little bit earlier, they're going to have to prove it if it is. But right now, I think they're more so bullies than anything. And they're going to find out that we don't scare that easily. And as I'm saying this, Gary made a point to say that we do have two teammates in the house still as we're all sitting out here. So
Ashley said that.
Oh yeah, Ashley said that. So, but for those of you that research the Monroe House, it is called the Demon House. For our experience so far, we would not say there is a demon here, but there definitely is a lot of activity here, even before the sun went down.
Yeah, there's there's a lot of numerous spirits here. I think one of the things that we found intriguing is that when Ben and I were upstairs, we were running a pendulum session, and we asked how many spirits were in the room with us, and we got the number 4. And then I believe, Garrett, go ahead and tell them yours.
I don't know if it was, I guess it would have been before that a little bit. We had started a necrophonic session in that back room. And one of the best answers we got, I was like, how many spirits are here? And immediately it was like 4 right away. Wow. We both looked at each other like, okay.
It was in a deep
I think it's 4.
voice. It was like 4. Clear.
Which is, again, like Ben said earlier, is why we were a little late coming back onto the podcast, because we had discovered that when we were kind of chatting inside before we came out here. So just the fact that we've all been in different rooms, different locations throughout the house, getting the same responses is absolutely incredible. And then when Ben and I were doing a sensory, I had earplugs in, I had on noise canceling headphones, and I had on a blindfold. And Ben was asking questions. I don't know the questions that he was asking, so I'll let him tell you. But the answers, I guess, were pretty spot on.
So Ashley cannot hear me talk, and we had questions that people were asking through the live stream. Just for example, the first thing I asked is, do you have a name? And immediately Ashley was like, Tim. And
okay, I'm going to tell you this. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you this. You start talking about demons, and I lost power in my house.
You can blame your cow.
I'm not blaming my dolls. And now I'm on my phone because I don't even know what's going on. All of a sudden there's like no power in my house whatsoever. And I was like, oh, that's okay. It's you, Ashley. So it's okay. It's okay.
This is a team effort, by the way. So with questions for the live stream, Ashley responded immediately the name. When I said, what was your name? She just goes Tim. And I know she couldn't hear me because I kept saying, Ashley, can you hear me? And nothing. And then the next thing I asked was, how did you get here? And she responds, seance immediately. And I tried to put myself on camera to show my face, like the holy baloney. And it was too dark, but every question I asked, she immediately responded. And then when I asked whatever was in there to touch her, she said to her right side, she felt something sitting there. And everyone on the live saw something peek in through the doorway, on the bottom of the doorway. It stopped again.
Did we lose
I'll figure out which one.
Oh, there you are.
I'm here. I don't know. Again, you guys are messing with my house. I don't like it.
You're welcome.
No, you're not. I'm not. No, I don't. I'm not thinking it. No, you know what, Ben? I'm going to straight tell you this. It will happen.
And
she said that with like authority.
And payback will happen.
It will. It will. Do not underestimate me.
That follows me around. That has talked to all of us tonight so far.
Well, I know you guys have a lot of other things going on.
It's let count.
We have a lot of events coming up, and I want to make a point for everybody watching that all of our events, you can download a link, and you can watch us for roughly 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours, and you can actually follow us throughout the investigation. And it kind of gives you a nice peek of what we do and why we do it, but it's from the safety and comfort of your own home.
Right.
You can still go on. If you pay for it, you have it for I think forever. So if anybody's interested in seeing the other live stream, but yeah, if anybody's interested in seeing the other live stream we're doing, then you can still get that link, and
yeah, and
all right.
Hijack Reenie's podcast again. Reenie and I will both share it on our Facebooks as well as Realm of Darkness Facebook. That way you guys can find it pretty easy. And then you can also find Country Paranormal on Facebook. So you can go follow us and kind of keep up on what we're doing.
Perfect. And you guys have a wonderful night investigating.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, and next week,
All right, you guys have a good night.
Still in Wildwood,
go ahead.
so that'll be another interesting night.
So that'll be another interesting night.
I did tell
Yeah.
everybody that.
I wasn't gonna lie. Tomorrow because it's in the middle of nowhere, and I
I
have
wasn't
no
gonna
idea
lie,
what's
because
gonna
it's in the middle
happen.
of
Well, wish us luck because tomorrow we're at the demon house, and tomorrow we got a church.
Because we're at the demon house and tomorrow we're at church.
All right,
We're
you
really
guys have a
excited.
good night.
You should have a good.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm really excited. I'm just going to keep going. I know you guys have a lot going on. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, tonight. And I will see you guys all next Friday.